Welcome to another episode of a 5-Minute Friday where we talk about luxury for about 5 minutes. Today's gonna be all about Louis Vuitton agendas. I recently added the Louis Vuitton agenda in the large size, the GM size, and so many of you guys asked to see not only what I put inside, but to compare it to the other agendas that I've owned from Louis Vuitton. I do currently still own these two agendas, and I have owned the agenda in the PM size as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the size. Let me share with you what I have inside and explain the differences between the three that I have here now. This is the Louis Vuitton agenda in the MM size. This is the GM size. So we've got the medium as well as the large. And like I said, I did own the PM size many, many years ago, but that is teeny, tiny. It was very difficult to write in. It was just not super user-friendly. However, it is very, very portable. So if your one and only main thing that you need in an agenda is compact and portable, then the PM might work for you, but I will admit it was very, very difficult to use. I did use the MM agenda for many, many years and really did like it. I do think the size is not too bad. This kind of gives you an example of the sheet sizes. My one complaint about this is it didn't always lay flat. So I just always wanted an agenda that laid flat, which is the reason why I did switch over to the desk agenda. And as you can see, this is more of a cover agenda. Can you make this with like a 3-ring binder? You can. There are options that you can buy that have the 3 rings. This one I just put in like this spiral here. This is an A5 size to give you an example. And this is a personal size. Again, to give you an example, a lot of these sheets and inserts I actually purchased off of Etsy. I can link a few shops down below in the comments that I have purchased from and had really, really good luck with. But majority of my inserts, I definitely have purchased through Etsy and had great luck. Again, here is the desk agenda. Size-wise, it's actually the same exact size as my newest agenda. The difference is this agenda already has the rings inside. And then of course you have the added security of the snap closure, which is exactly why I ended up grabbing this one. I also like that I can lay this on my desk open and write in it very, very comfortably. Do you see how it's just so much easier to lay flat and write on? You have an actual really nice size paper. Again, just like the desk agenda, this one right here, it is the A5 size. It's just really, really comfortable to write in. So I'm not 100% done, but I'm mostly done filling her up. There is one more thing I want to buy, which is like a today tab that I can just kind of go to my current month, if that makes sense. And I will be doing that at some point. It's just not a major priority, but I will link everything that you see here that I recently purchased. I haven't added anything to this little envelope, but I thought this little kind of pocket envelope would be a good, what do you want to call it? Like, I guess a dashboard. Since I couldn't find a dashboard that I really, really wanted, I thought this one would be really nice. It just feels, I don't know, it feels kind of professional and neat. And I thought it was really cute. So I'll probably put notes or something like that in here. After that, you go into my month on 2 pages. Let me show you an example of what they look like. I've got a full month on 2 pages, and I did decide to go with gold foil because it did match the gold accents that I have throughout the actual agenda, which I like. Now, I am not using this as my actual planner. So keep that in mind. I am using this as my content calendar. So because of that, I not only keep track of my content and my campaigns here in the month view, but then I do have different tabs that aren't necessarily relative for my day-to-day life, but I did still want to share with you. Obviously, you can customize these for you and your lifestyle, but I've got a YouTube tab, a short form tab, a blog tab, and a campaigns tab. And then of course, the tabs on this side are the months. I also added this clear kind of organizer to hold a few different things that I use throughout my planner as well. And I do want to point out that the planner does have pockets and inserts here. I'm sure over time, as I continue to use her, I will utilize those. You can see they are here as well. Whereas the desk agenda, it has credit card slots, 1 slot here, and then a slot here. So keep that in mind. I do think size-wise, these are very similar, but they do function very differently. I personally prefer the fact that this one has the closure and it already has the rings in it. But if you're just looking for something like a journal cover or something, you can definitely utilize this desk agenda. So I do like the desk agenda. Let me show you a couple different ways. So you can just put a A5 spiral in there just like this. You could also put an A5 sleeve in here like this, and it functions as a full cover. So now the cover is inside here and inside here. So there's definitely a few different ways that you can utilize this one. This one obviously has the most versatility, but this one to me is much more functional. So there you have it. My 3 Louis Vuitton agendas, the size. This is a little bit more portable, but a little difficult to write in. But again, if you're looking for something that can be at your desk as well as in your handbag, this one might be for you. If you're looking for something with a little more versatility, if you're looking for something more for notes or journaling, I think the desk agenda is gonna be perfect for you. And if you're looking for something to do it all, I highly recommend the large size.